one of the biggest stories in sports, if not the biggest story in sports the last few days, has been the Caitlin Clark saga. I'm going to call it a saga because there's a bunch of stuff going on. There was her being body checked by Kennedy Carter. There was kind of the hugging of Kennedy Carter after by Angel Reese. There was a press conference where they didn't want to answer any questions. There was a foul upgraded to a flagrant. Then Caitlin Clark played again, and there was just a 3-point performance. I don't know if you've been following like these people that have been keeping track of the attendance.
Yes.
Now, I think the Indiana Fever have had 5 home games.
Mm-hmm.
And in 5 home games, they've already eclipsed their total attendance from last year. And on the road, she's a traveling road show. Tons of people are going. But Angel Reese said, hey, 20 years from now, I'm paraphrasing, people are going to look back at this, and it's not just about one person. It's about other people. But then they point out the attendance in other games, and I just looked. Angel Reese played last night. She was ejected.
Yep.
8,000 people went. It's just not the same. Like, it is about Caitlin Clark.
But she's insanely jealous, and she can't handle the fact that it's mostly about Caitlin
She's
Clark.
a great villain.
She plays a great heel.
She's
There's
a
no
great
doubt
they're
about
definitely
it.
villains.
And to have a hero, you need some villains around, too. So that's going to be her role from the looks of it.
I didn't watch the Pat McAfee thing. I've read it, and he used the B word, which he probably shouldn't have. And I'm guessing that one of his points was because I heard he did like a PowerPoint presentation, because a lot of people are making this about race, and certainly that's an element of it.
Yeah.
But there have been other great white players, including the one who scored 33 last night, Breanna Stewart.
She's awesome.
Who haven't had the Caitlin Clark effect.
It's just
to
the
me,
attention.
I think it's
the attention.
I think it's her style of play that really jumped out.
Well, it was
the
also,
team was uber successful.
And Breanna Stewart was successful in college, but not to the level individually of Caitlin Clark. It's because
although she won National Player of the Year a couple times.
I'm saying, but the numbers that Clark was putting up drew all of those eyes.
Yeah,
because she was shooting. She was Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she was the female Steph Curry.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
the style of play, and it's the attention that she's gotten. It's generated this jealousy, and it honestly, it's the best thing. Like, Angel Reese is crazy, in my opinion, just my humble opinion. Angel Reese, great player, whatever, but people aren't. They're flocking to see Caitlin. That's who they're flocking to see.
Yeah, she can't handle it.
And the outrageous numbers are coming from Caitlin. But this is great for the league.
Oh, everyone's paying attention, yeah.
And I think the whole fighting thing, the back and forth is silly. I wouldn't have paid much attention. It's retaliatory stuff. It's jealousy, whatever. But it's great for the league because it's continuing the drama. You know what I mean? They need this. I actually think they need it.
Well,
maybe she's playing a sick meta game. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Doesn't Clark come to Washington
coming
Friday?
Here soon. Yeah.
Isn't it this week?
It's very soon.
It's Friday. I think
it's Friday, right?
Angel Reese is today or tomorrow.
You can go watch her miss layups at Capital One Arena.
Well,
she's the queen of missing bunny layups.
I have zero desire to see Angel Reese play. Zero. Caitlin, I have a mild interest.
It's tomorrow. So Reese comes tomorrow, and then Caitlin comes on Friday.
How's the girl the Mystics drafted? Is she doing any better draft?
She actually had a good game last night.
She was their leading scorer last night.
What's her name again?
What's
her name?
Edwards.
Yeah. So are you still bitter that they didn't draft Angel Reese?
You let me know when you get on ESPN.com and you see Aaliyah Edwards' name anywhere in the top 1,000 stories.
But listen, I'm not going to see an Angel Reese. I'm not going.
She's the main story on ESPN.com.
Yeah,
and she put up 13 and 10 last night.
She would be the draw
every day. She's got a headline about her.
I don't
think
she's better,
I disagree. She's a big draw.
pain in the ass.
Aaliyah Edwards is averaging 7 points a game.
Yeah.
Now she's only played 9 games and started 3. That's part of this is, I think, unfair. I saw, Diana Taurasi scored 31 points the other day, which is pretty incredible. She's 41 years old.
Jesus.
She's 41 years old.
She's still playing?
Yeah, she put up 31, EB. So she's still a stud.
I'm sorry. That speaks a little bit to the league that a 41-year-old is going out and pouring in, was it 31 points?
Well, look at what LeBron's
Yeah,
doing.
LeBron's doing it.
LeBron's what, 38, 39?
Okay,
Man,
hold on. You're comping LeBron to Diana
I don't know, man. She
Taurasi?
might be
Well,
historically.
they should be comped. They're like two of the greatest players in
Yeah.
their sports.
Okay.
Diana Taurasi is
I'm
one of
not-
the greatest players in
she
her
is.
sport.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
I'm
She's
guessing
just-
she's
I'm
won
just gonna get myself in
MVPs.
trouble.
She's just a freak of nature.
Yeah.
She's obviously when you're 41, you're not expected to put up
Is she
30.
coaching anywhere, Tarasi?
I don't know. I
Or
don't
she's
think
just playing?
Is she a player coach? I don't know.
Like, I don't mean like in the WNBA. I mean, does she like?
Like in,
doubt it.
in the off
I don't
season,
think
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know about her exploits.
Man,
I mean,
Mary-
if you look at her
Season or
resume,
off-season.
if you go to her wiki and you just go down career highlights and
she's
awards,
a monster.
Oh, yeah,
three-time WNBA champion, two-time WNBA Finals MVP, 10-time WNBA All-Star. So I think she's comparable to LeBron. Now, LeBron, greatest in the game. I don't know who they would say is the greatest WNBA player, Cheryl Miller, or I don't even know if she played in the WNBA.
I don't think
Greatest
so.
female player.
I don't think so. I have no idea.
I've never seen Diana Taurasi play basketball.
Right. I understand. I just
I've
I
never
would have
been
bet
But
all
point
the
is-
money that she
The
was
point
retired.
is she was accomplished similar to Caitlin Clark.
Right.
And white like Caitlin Clark, but there wasn't this buzz
never
about
brought-
Diana
she never brought
Taurasi
eyeballs
joining
to
the
game
WNBA.
like Caitlin Clark is.
Correct.
And I
It's
do think
different. I
it's
think it's
good-
what Jason hit on. It's that style of play. It's that you just haven't seen somebody like Caitlin Clark hitting these bomb threes.
Right.
I don't know if she happened to be black, would she be getting that attention? I don't know. I don't think the country, in my opinion, has a problem with the black player being the best player. Michael Jordan, and you can go down the list. LeBron
That's
James.
Insane to think that. Like if Caitlin Clark were black, she would be getting the exact same amount of coverage for the way she plays.
I don't know.
In my opinion,
Yeah, I don't know the answer to it.
I don't know that that's
I think she'd
true.
be just
I think
as
there's an
popular.
element
But-
of race to it.
I think there is.
And, you
Yep.
know, I think EB's right. If you want to chime in, 800-636-1067, and maybe the WNBA is positioning it, the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark rivalry can be positioned like Bird Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they have to elevate themselves and become the best players in the game,
Right.
which Bird and Magic were. But I don't doubt that Caitlin Clark's going to get there, in that Taurasi, who's still getting it done, and I went through some of the accolades. She's 5-time WNBA scoring champion. I believe Caitlin Clark's numbers as a rookie are favorable to Diana Taurasi's numbers as a rookie in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
You
She'll
still
get-
have
she'll
to
get
grow
better.
and get better.
Yeah, she'll get better.
It's not
I
a
have no
given.
doubt that Caitlin Clark is going to be a star.
Yeah.
Like a legit star in the league. Like
She's-
beyond just being famous. Like she's
It's-
going to be a star.
It's just you're just seeing how other teams are defending her a lot tougher, and she's more of a focus for these WNBA teams than.
But I
when
think
she
that
was
she'll
playing in
figure
college.
out a way. Maybe
She
they'll
was
have
too good to be guarded in college.
Yeah, I think they'll figure out a way to help free her up, get her open, and whatever, and she'll adjust. She's really good.
Everyone in media is having these, takes about Caitlin Clark. As it's just super interesting. But Joy Taylor said one of the most untrue things on TV yesterday on Fox Sports 1, and you just can't get away with this kind of stuff.
What did she say?
She said that because Angel Reese said fans are watching because of me too.
Right.
And there's a certain degree, which that is absolutely true. Joy Taylor went on TV and said, nobody knew who Caitlin Clark was at all in this country until Angel Reese did the "You Can't See Me" back in her face in the championship game. And I saw that, and I'm like, that is absolutely
It's not-
insane.
it's not true.
Caitlin Clark was smashing TV records in that tournament and the whole season leading up to it. They played South Carolina the game before Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
We did topics on this show. 5 million people watched that game.
Right.
Leading up to the national championship game 2 years ago.
She's recreating
She's
history.
wrong. Yeah, she's wrong.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, it became a big deal because of the attention on Caitlin Clark.
Right. And Angel Reese is a great player and the perfect villain at the right time. And now they have this one-on-one rivalry, which is just great banter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you, Drab. Not knowing, look, the woman who was drafted by the Mystics, but she might turn out to be a great player.
We've
But I'm
said
with
her
you. They
name
should have
10 times,
drafted
I still
Reese.
can't remember her
Aaliyah
name.
Edwards.
What is it?
Aaliyah.
Like the woman that died in a plane
Aaliyah
crash. All right, I'll
Edwards.
remember that. Aaliyah Edwards. I'll remember that. Where'd she play in
Trav's
college?
biggest fan. UConn.
UConn.
Won the
UConn.
national championship.
Yeah.
Sorry,
The
I'm
only
not,
way
I'm
they-
not a women's college hoops
She-
expert.
I stood on the pedestal and been screaming that they screwed this whole. The only wiggle room they have it all
That
at.
pedestal was pretty lonely.
Yeah.
You're up there by yourself.
I'm getting lots of props for that.
No. Oh, trust me, they botched it. They botched it.
The only way they can get out of this at all is that they're so bad that they get the number 1 pick and they draft Paige Beckers, and that will kind of even
That
it
gives
a
them
little
a
bit
slight pass.
because people are somewhat interested in Paige. But
Yeah, or
Paige may
Juju,
not
or
even-
Juju.
I saw a clip that was
Juju's
going
too
viral
young.
yesterday of her
You have to be
shoot.
junior, I think.
Oh,
She
she's
strokes it.
who?
Paige.
Yeah, we were talking about her during the tournament. She's really
I've
good.
heard her name, but I haven't memorized every conversation. We get attacked here if we don't memorize
No,
every
but I'm
conversation.
saying during the NCAA tournament, we talked about Paige Beckers, and she's very good.
I just need to start betting against the Mystics because apparently they're not going to win a game
Well, they got a good chance this week.
against the Fever or
Yes. The Fever have 2 wins.
You know what? I'll bet on Caitlin Clark.
So will I.
I'll bet on Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin's going to come here and get a win.
Winless Mystics.
Who's coaching the Mystics these days?
It's the guy's son who was there
Tebow
forever.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds super Rick in every post-game presser. He's well. I mean, he's reaching his breaking point. The team's winless,
Right.
and they're getting boat raced.
Right.
And they've got Drab yelling at him about not picking Angel Reese.
You don't
pressure's
think that
mounting.
game tomorrow wouldn't be massive if or whenever they're playing?
You mean
Right.
Friday?
on
when
Friday?
Caitlin
But it's
comes
still
and plays
gonna be-
Angel Reese and the
Right,
Mystics.
But it's still
Yeah,
going to
it
be
would
big,
be.
right? She's still going to draw
Most people don't even know who the
17,000.
Washington Mystics are. The Chicago Sky are in the news every single
Yeah.
day. It's
I know-
unbelievable.
I agree, but they're still going to draw 17,000 or whatever the
I
number
know, but
is.
that's because of Caitlin, not because
Exactly.
it's the home team.
Right.
But
I think
Trapp's
it's
right.
because of
Angel
Caitlin
Reese,
Just
every
an all-time
game.
high.
Angel Reese is the cover of ESPN.com right now.
It's just because
Right,
she's
for,
like
for,
being a villain.
for negative.
Well, yeah, because she got
Yeah.
rejected.
That's why they didn't draft her. They didn't draft her because they thought Edwards was. There's no way they thought Edwards was better than Reese.
Well, maybe positionally too.
No, I think
Angel Reese
they
is like a
wanted to
power
avoid
forward, right?
this. They want to avoid these type of stories
Avoid it.
of what type of person she is.
I think they might have
That's-
wanted to avoid her being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I
Well, they
truly
avoided a
believe that.
double too.
Yeah, they're avoiding better. They're avoiding better production.
No,
for the most
they
part.
knew what she could do.
Right.
I-
But they
I
also
think
know
they
she's
wanted-
going to blow off media commitments,
Yeah, I
which
think
she's already
they
been
knew what type of
done.
person she was.
Right.
Aaliyah Edwards doesn't have this type of reputation. I think that's what they avoided. That's what I think. They know what kind of player she was. She's excellent, and she's tough.
And again,
But-
Lee Edwards may turn out to be a great player. She
Reese
was
is
great in college.
Reese is on the front page of ESPN.com because of getting ejected.
Yep.
And
I'm a bigger
obviously
fan
everything
of
that happened
Juju
with
Reese, her brother, than her. I'm Team Juju.
Oh, I'm definitely more of a fan of him.
Yeah. He seems much lower maintenance than
Yeah.
his sister,
right.
than
Yeah.
the Bayou Barbie that Drab's
Is
a
he
big
coming
fan
back?
of.
Is he coming back for another?
He's coming back.
He's not transferring. He didn't
Coming
hit,
back,
He didn't
baby.
hit the portal and get a bag from another
Nope.
school. Yeah.
Guess he got enough NIL money from the Terps.
But Jason, you've mentioned this a bunch of times that Caitlin Clark and all of these rookies, they went from finishing their college basketball season, then boom, they're playing in the WNBA was with almost no break. And the WNBA, to try and take advantage of what was happening with the popularity, they kind of hoard the fever with their schedule. They played 11 games in 20 days.
Yeah.
So like over the weekend, when Caitlin Clark had that incident where she got body checked, well, she had to play the next day, no day off,
Yeah.
which I know it happens, but it's not standard necessarily. But they probably getting their ratings
By
on
the way, that
ABC.
girl that gave her
sure.
the body check, I think they're being a little unfair to her. She could have done a million things worse. She hip checked her, and it was
It
definitely
just
a
wasn't a
foul.
basketball play.
It wasn't, but it was retaliatory for Caitlin being
because she gave her a little bit of an elbow.
yeah before, and then she gave that was kind of mild, and Caitlin flopped a little bit. I don't know.
She was blindsided, but
It
yeah.
was definitely a foul.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I think we had Christine Brennan on, who nice person. But she was acting like they were going to kill Caitlin. What? It was a little hip check. It wasn't. She's going to be okay. She'll handle
she's
it.
Fine. She's been dealing with it for 11 games.
But I will say this: it's been remarkable to me, the staying power. I thought the Caitlin Clark phenomenon would have died, like by 50% by now.
Should we go to the phones?
well, it's also
It has.
It's also middle of the summer. There's nothing,
and there's nothing going on. But they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
I give the league credit. They're doing a good job marketing it and everything else.
All right, we'll come back, take your calls. 800-636-1067. We're the Junkies.